she had or planned to receive any contributions from medical marijuana lobbyists. Freed, a former lobbyist for the industry herself, confirmed and was notified her account would be closed. While Freed says she was able to move her funds into a new account with BB&T, medical marijuana treatment centers and others who do business in the industry simply don't have that option.
Their accounts are no longer accepted. They're being put on notice. And you know, so a safe, compliant banking system is needed.
Although a West Coast bank called GRN Funds is looking to fill the vacancy.
I will certainly have a conversation with them and see what I can do to get them access here.
Freed says while she can't say for sure if Wells Fargo acted illegally, her team will be looking into the matter and may take legal action if they deem it necessary. In Tallahassee, Jake Stofan, Channel 3 News.
Wells Fargo released a statement saying, in part, it is Wells Fargo's policy not to knowingly bank or provide services to marijuana businesses or for activities related to those businesses, based on federal laws under which the sale and use of marijuana is illegal, even if state laws differ. We'll keep watching that one for you. 4:57 now. No rain at my house earlier this morning when I was leaving, but man, it felt like stepping into a warm bath. I am not exaggerating. It's so much humidity in the air.
There's a lot of humidity. Now that is going to change though, because we'll switch up our wind direction. Dry air then's going to funnel into our area and we'll see more sunshine. It's still going to be a little warm though, but again, lower humidity. At least we will take that. Right now, getting you out the door, it is muggy and it's a little warm out there. 82 in Fort Walton Beach. Now these are actual temperatures, so we're not factoring in the humidity just yet. We're not looking at those heat indices, but 78 in Pensacola. Temperatures not fluctuating too much as we hold on to clouds and rain once again. I'll talk about futurecast and talk about when to expect that relief coming up in the 5 o'clock hour.
And ahead, the president echoing concerns that sitting down with special counsel Robert Mueller could lead to a perjury trap. But he's also saying that if he could run the investigation, well, he could do it if he wanted to.
When surgery is the best choice, choose Baptist. Learn more at ebaptisthealthcare.org.
There's a lot of Volkswagen in every Volkswagen. During Volkswagen Smile and Drive Days, you can lease a Value Pack 2018 Tiguan S for just $189 a month or get a $1,000 bonus.
2012, I was in Afghanistan and had to escort a soldier home. And we landed at 2 in the morning and got my soldier over to the medical center. And I was like, man, I'm hungry. There's a Whataburger near here. I know this area. Let's go. Let's roll out. Got me at Shop House Cheddar Burger. It was every bit as good as I remembered it to be. My favorite part's the sauce, and then the bacon. Who doesn't love bacon? As soon as you bite into it, you're like, yep, that's what home tastes like. The Shop House Cheddar Burger is my all-time favorite.
Baptist Easy Schedule. Book your primary and urgent care appointments online. You're watching Northwest Florida's news station. This is WEAR, 3 in the morning in high definition.
Good morning. Thank you so much for waking up with us. It is 5 o'clock with a live look at Pensacola Beach. A drippy day ahead, but it's looking okay right now. We're going to get you out of bed dry at least. I'm Laura Hussey. Jared Willits has the week off. And with all the particulars on that drippy day, let's bring in meteorologist Caitlin Wright. Welcome back. First of all, good to have you back.
Thank you, Laura. Happy Tuesday to you. And you're right about the no rain right now, but it will come as we head through the afternoon and evening. So 3D Doppler, we are completely dry. That 0 right there, detecting no lightning strikes around the WEAR TV area. So that is good news. And the visibility, we're looking okay right now as well, but by the afternoon and evening, that rain chance will become numerous, but by tomorrow, and not so much. It's actually going to dry out, and we can check out the cooler temperatures in Oklahoma City and Little Rock. Those will be heading here for overnight lows, but right now, 78 in Pensacola, so it's not here just yet, and either is the dry air. Another round of rain for today, but I'll let you know exactly when we dry out and when to expect the showers today, coming up in just a little bit.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
Let's take a peek at the roads. Davis Highway and the interstate moving very smoothly with light traffic. Fairfield Drive, same situation, very light at a minute after 5 o'clock. The president now voicing concerns of perjury if he sits down with special counsel Robert Mueller, afraid of those charges. More on that in just a moment, but first, your top local stories. A teenager from Jay now in custody after authorities say he tried to kill his parents. A resentencing hearing has now been held for a Santa Rosa County death row inmate, and rising concerns about safety are pushing some leaders in Escambia County to put in better sidewalks. Details on those stories and more coming up in just about half an hour. But first, in an interview with Reuters, President Trump now says he could run the Russia investigation if he wanted to. This coming as the top lawyer in the White House has become an inside source for the special counsel. Here's ABC's Arlette Saenz with more.
After months of saying he'd like to talk with Robert Mueller,
I would love to speak. I would love to. Nobody wants to speak more than me.
President Trump is revealing his concern about an interview with the special counsel, saying it could be a perjury trap. The president telling Reuters he's worried Mueller could pit his statements against those of others who have testified, like former FBI Director James Comey. He says, even if I am telling the truth, that makes me a liar. That's no good. He also declared he could run the Russia investigation if he wanted to, saying, I can go in and I could do whatever. I could run it if I want, but I decided to stay out. He added, I'm totally allowed to be involved if I wanted to be. So far, I haven't chosen to be involved. I'll stay out. And the president with a new attack, tweeting Mueller is disgraced and discredited, and calling his team a group of thugs. This comes after reports that a top White House lawyer has become a key witness for the special counsel.
Was it a mistake to have you speak without limits to special counsel Mueller?
White House counsel Don McGahn on MSNBC not responding to questions about his talks with investigators. The New York Times reported McGahn met with Mueller's team at least 3 times for a total of 30 hours, more than any White House staffer interviewed.
Don McGahn's attorney is trying to reassure the White House about these interviews. His attorney wrote an email to the president's legal team, which was described to ABC News by sources with knowledge of it, that specifically said McGahn did not incriminate the president. Arlette Saenz, ABC News, Washington.
In Nashville, police are now questioning 2 men about that string of shootings that left 3 people dead last week. 20-year-old DeMontre Logsdon was taken into custody yesterday by the department's gang unit and U.S. Marshals. 24-year-old LaCorey Little surrendered the same day. Police say both of them were being looked for in connection with the robbery and fatal shooting of Jamie Sarantonio and Bartley Teal early Friday, as well as the August 14th robbery and murder of 31-year-old Kendall Rice. 6 people were killed, 58 others shot over the weekend in Chicago. 2 of the people who were killed were teenage boys reported missing Friday. 83 illegal guns were seized over the weekend, but the Chicago police superintendent says this isn't a gun violence problem because it's the same people pulling the trigger. 2 weeks ago, more than 60 people were shot in Chicago. Authorities say a woman was killed in an apparent alligator attack on Hilton Head Island, South Carolina, Monday morning. Witnesses told investigators the woman was walking her dog near a lagoon in that coastal resort when she was attacked and pulled underwater. Emergency responders found the woman's body in the lagoon, and authorities identified her as 45-year-old Cassandra Klein. County Sheriff believes the alligator responsible for that attack was found and killed at the scene. Michigan's top public health official is going to face involuntary manslaughter charges in 2 deaths linked to the Flint water crisis. Nick Lyon is the State Department of Health and Human Services Director. He's accused of waiting too long to alert the public when Legionnaire's disease was discovered in Flint's drinking water during that 2014 crisis. 2 local men died of that rare disease the following year. Michigan's governor says Lyon will remain on the job during the trial. Protesters have taken down a Confederate monument in North Carolina, toppled it over, really. Hundreds held a rally last night at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. They were calling for the removal of the controversial statue known as Silent Sam. It's a monument honoring the soldiers who died fighting for the Confederacy. Would have been standing on the UNC campus since 1913. Protesters eventually took down the statue themselves. The university says it is investigating it as vandalism. 6 minutes after 5 now. Good to have you back, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Yeah. But the weather tidings, perhaps not the absolute best.
No, it wasn't. Of course, we had all these outdoor activity plans, but you make do. You have a plan B, so I tell you that, and I had that as well. Just kind of hunkered down for a bit. But for today, we're kind of expecting that soggy pattern to continue with numerous showers, with some storms as well. But there is relief in sight. Satellite and radar, you can see all of those clouds and most of the rain all across the southeast. But as you look up to the corner of your screen, just north of Dallas and areas like Oklahoma, we're starting to dry out there. So again, that's heading here. But first, I'll talk about the rain chances today, coming up in a few.
To us, this is Northwest Florida, Panhandle country. To Matt Gates, it's flyover country. He flies out of Fort Walton Beach Airport to Washington every week, not to get to Congress, but to get to CNN studios. He has not met with any of the farm bureaus and has not even received them in his office in D.C. when they come to visit. He voted against the Farm Bill not once, but twice. I fought for this country. I'm Chris Dosev, and my door will always be open to the hardworking folks in Northwest Florida. This isn't flyover country to me. It's home, and I approve this message.
The Toyota National Clearance Event is on at Eastern Shore Toyota. All 2018 Toyotas must be sold. Hurry for huge clearance savings. Tacomas, Tundras. Clearance price with savings up to $5,500. Or get financing as low as 0%. The 2019s are coming. Save big on every 2018 in stock. Plus, get our complimentary value plan with a lifetime warranty, identity protection, theft protection, and more. Rush to Eastern Shore Toyota. Consummate for customer satisfaction.
Did you know donating plasma saves lives? As a new donor, you can be compensated up to $125 in your first few donations. Grifols Biomat USA is proud to serve you in their new state-of-the-art facility here in Fort Walton Beach. You must have a valid ID and Social Security card for your first donation. Open Monday through Saturday at 234A Aglin Parkway or call 850-863-1291 for more information. Be a hero and donate life-saving plasma at Biomat USA in Fort Walton Beach.
Conservative Rebecca Bidlack or career politician Mike Hill. Bidlack is endorsed by the NRA for defending our rights. Our career politician Mike Hill, running for his 5th office in the last 8 years. Rebecca Bidlack, who stands with President Trump and will outlaw sanctuary cities. Or politician Mike Hill, who joined Democrats fighting against Governor Scott's jobs program, hurting Florida families. Liberals choose Hill. Rebecca Bidlack is the conservative choice.
Welcome back. Time now at almost 5:09. We checked that bus stop forecast by 2 o'clock, 84 degrees with some rain and some added cloud cover like we've seen the last couple of days. Our temperature is not going to rise too drastically. It's still going to be quite muggy out there. Expect numerous showers and storms through the afternoon and heading into the evening.
A wild new twist this morning in that Colorado family murder case. The husband, accused of killing his entire family, charged with it, is now blaming his wife. This as new details about an alleged extramarital affair are also coming to light. Here's Candace Gibson.
This morning, the Colorado husband charged with killing his 2 young daughters and his pregnant wife is making a shocking claim. Court documents reveal Chris Watts says his wife, Shanann, killed the girls, 3-year-old Celeste and 4-year-old Bella. He says he witnessed her actively strangling one of their daughters on a baby monitor while the other lay sprawled out on her bed, already blue. Chris says that prompted him, in a fit of rage, to then strangle her. The charging documents also reveal Chris was actively involved in an affair with a coworker after initially denying it to police. He says that morning he and his wife had a discussion about separation.
He wasn't being the loving Chris that he normally was.
Nicole Atkinson says Chris had been acting strange recently. She was the last known person to see Shanann alive after dropping her off at home following a business trip.
When we go on trips like this, Shanann blows my phone up the next day, and I didn't get that early morning text.
When she learned the 34-year-old mother also missed a doctor's appointment, she alerted Chris and then called police.
He just kept saying he didn't know where she was, that she was on a play date, but he couldn't give us the name of the friend.
Investigators said Chris, who used to work at an oil company, killed his family at their home, then drove the bodies of his wife and daughters to accompanying property. Court documents show Shanann was found in a shallow grave, the 2 girls submerged in an oil tank. Candace Gibson, ABC News, New York.
Watts is due in court today to hear the charges for the first time. He has not yet entered a plea. Stay with us on 3 in the morning. Some people prefer to invest their money in stocks. Others just say, give me cold, hard cash.
Life could be a dream. I could take you up and
Happiness is powerful flea and tick protection from NexGard. NexGard kills both fleas and ticks all month long. And it comes in an easy-to-give, tasty chew. So you'll be happy you're keeping your dog protected with NexGard. No wonder it's the #1 choice of vets for their dogs and yours. See your veterinarian for more information on flea and tick protection you and your dog will love. NexGard, the vet's #1 choice.
You might take something for your heart or joints, but do you take something for your brain? With an ingredient originally discovered in jellyfish, Prevagen has been shown in clinical trials to improve short-term memory. Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Did you know pain is caused by aggravated nerves? Aspercreme with lidocaine patch desensitizes aggravated nerves with no odor. Aspercreme with lidocaine patch. Relieve the nerves. Stop the pain. And try Aspercreme XL lidocaine patch. 71% larger.
I'm a concrete mason. I had severe fatigue, went to a doctor, and became diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. I have to put my trust in somebody.
We recommended chemotherapy and then a stem cell transplant. When his disease progressed, I thought that he would be a good candidate for immune therapy to unleash his immune system against the cancer.
I'm back to working hard. I've honestly never felt this great.
The evolution of cancer care is here. Learn more at cancercenter.com. Appointments available now.
Chris Dosif is attacking President Trump. Dosif's even attacking Matt Gaetz for standing with President Trump. But while liberals like Dosif attack our president, Gaetz has Trump's full endorsement.
We have some absolute warriors. We have Matt Gaetz.
You ever watch this guy on television? It's like a machine. He's great. Matt Gaetz. He's great. Matt Gaetz.
I'm Matt Gaetz, and I approve this message.
Now get free Labor Day sale pricing during the Honda Summer Spectacular event going on now at Pensacola Honda, where you'll save thousands on every new Honda in stock, just in time for back to school. Haul the kids in your new 2019 Honda Odyssey and pay just $349 per month, or buy a brand new 2018 Accord LX CVT and pay just $299 per month. Free Labor Day pricing now through Labor Day during the Summer Spectacular event only at Pensacola Honda, home of the one price, low price guarantee.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
No problems to report on the roads this morning. You're looking at State Road 87, meeting the interstate there in Santa Rosa County. Starting to see a little bit of traffic. Let's peek at Avalon Boulevard as well. Very light there. It is 13 minutes after 5 o'clock.
Channel 3 First Warning WeatherNet is sponsored by Peden Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. Here is meteorologist Caitlin Wright.
Yeah, Caitlin, not that you need to worry about this at all, but we all of us ought to look about 12 years old at this point with so much humidity in the air.
I know.
Oh, my gosh. In between the showers yesterday, it was just damp.
I know.
Oh.
It has been so humid. And
Yeah.
you're right. That's why we've seen all of the rain, but the humidity will go down because there is relief in sight, some dry air. So that's actually going to be kind of nice for us because we've had just weeks and, well, at least a few days, almost a week of rain. Let's right now go ahead and look at our Hardee's camera. Then I'll talk about some rain totals. Actually, up toward Washington and Clark County, the last 3 days have seen upwards of 5 to 6 inches of rain. But here on Pensacola Beach, no rain right now. This is a view from our Hardee's camera on top of South Harbor Condos. Pretty quiet there, but this rainy trend continues. And here is what has been causing all this rain, this area of low pressure, a really strong one at that. And that cold front finally on the move, though. It's occluded. It's been kind of stalled the last couple of days. But, again, that's going to shift out of our area. And then we will see high pressure build in and not going to see that rain for too much longer. But today we'll start, well, I guess we'll start with your extended forecast. Then I'll go back. For today, 88 degrees, and we'll see those rain chances. But there's Wednesday and Thursday, actually 90 and mostly sunny skies. So we will clear out, and that's really good news. With the clearing out, we change our wind direction, and we will also see that dry air once again build in. But starting off your morning hours, we'll see those showers develop right along the coast, and then those showers will move inland. But check out the cloud cover. It's really in full force for today. Once again, similar to what we saw yesterday with the clouds and with the rain, our temperature is not going to climb too high. This showing you just about 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll see some showers along the coast and some showers inland as well. It's not going to be a washout, but we will still see really numerous showers across the area as we hold that rain chance between about 50 and 70%. As we head through Wednesday, this showing you noon, nothing on radar. That has not been the case the last about week or so. That dry air is building in, changing out that wind direction, finally going to be offshore, and we will not see that onshore flow for tomorrow. So 3D Doppler, we're completely dry for now, but again, not going to be that way this afternoon and evening. Temperatures in the 70s for the most part, 83 in Destin right now and 82 in Fort Walton Beach, but Milton right now checking in at 74. By 1 o'clock, just 85. So again, those clouds and that rain not allowing our temperatures to climb too much. By 5 o'clock, just about 84 degrees. Gulf seas will run at 2 feet, and the bays will see a light chop out there as we are expecting some of those showers and storms, meaning the seas might run a little bit higher. So just keep that in mind if you plan to go out to the in the Gulf of Mexico or in the protected waters as well. No new tropical cyclones are expected over the next 48 hours or over the next 5 days. We are keeping a close eye on the Pacific, though, as there's a Category 4 hurricane heading toward Hawaii, likely not going to hit Hawaii straight on as it will weaken, but some of the islands might see a tropical storm force strength. But we'll keep our eye on that, as that is not in our basin, but of course, it's part of the U.S. So your extended forecast, 88 again for your Tuesday, 90 as we dry out. There's another recap of this Wednesday and Thursday. Rain chances 20 to 30% by the weekend.
Hundreds of men in New York City found themselves on the wrong end of a giant Tinder prank. Good Morning America starts at 7 o'clock this morning. Here's your first look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a sea of men waiting, standing around, all for one woman.
Everyone here today was brought here to be on a date with me.
Self-described actress, model, and singer Natasha Aponte swiped right on all these men. She chatted with them online, talking to some of them months ago, and then told them, all of them, to meet her in Union Square. She put them through another series of tests, push-ups, sprinting, and finally forcing the men to tell her why they wanted to date her before choosing her date. Aponte pulling off the whole stunt with the help of Rob Bliss, the man behind viral videos like this infamous anti-harassment catcalling video from 2014. With your GMA First Look, I'm Eva Pilgrim, ABC News, New York.
Light bladder leaks are just part of being a woman, but we still wear whatever we want. Poise Ultra Thin Pads move with your body and stay 5 times drier than the leading Always period pads. So life with little leaks can just be life. Get a coupon at poise.com.
Allergies with sinus congestion and pressure? You won't find relief here. Go to the pharmacy counter for powerful Claritin D. While the leading allergy spray relieves 6 symptoms, Claritin D relieves 8, including sinus congestion and pressure. Claritin D relieves more.
Parodontax, the toothpaste that helps prevent bleeding gums. If you spit blood when you brush or floss, you may have gum problems and could be on the journey to much worse. Help stop the journey of gum disease. Try Parodontax toothpaste.
Before people invite something new into their homes, they want to know who you are. We're Almond Breeze, and we only use California-grown Blue Diamond almonds in our almond milk, cared for by our family of almond growers. Blue Diamond Almond Breeze. The best almonds make the best almond milk.
We got some new blood and some pushing the expiration date.
Gotta work twice as fast, 3 times as hard. Because you're old as hell?
Nathan Fillion is The Rookie. Premieres Tuesday, October 16th on ABC.
This room is always so full of positivity and love. Turn on Ellen, you will feel better. Come on now.
Weekdays at 3 on WEAR, ABC 3.
I'm Rick Scott, and I approve this message.
Our immigration mess isn't caused here. It's caused here by career politicians like Bill Nelson. The Senate had the chance to stop cities from obstructing immigration laws, but Nelson voted no 3 times. Now, Nelson's co-sponsored a bill to bring back the catch and release policy that's allowed 900,000 illegal immigrants caught here to stay here just by not showing up in court. Bill Nelson, dangerous on immigration.
Hey, Pensacola, get your yes with the king of credit, American Car Center.
Say yes to just $500 a day to drive it away. Yes to up to 3 years of oil changes. Yes to a limited warranty on thousands of low-mileage, late-model vehicles.
We don't care about your credit.
Because we always want to tell you yes at over 30 locations across the Southeast.
Visit us online at AmericanCarCenter.com. Hurry to our location in Pensacola because the King of Credit wants to approve you today.
We're teaming up to make strides against breast cancer. Join us August 23rd for 2 kickoff celebrations. The Sanders Beach Community Center in Pensacola and the Santa Rosa Mall Community Room in Fort Walton Beach. Learn about the upcoming walks and share in the food and fun. Let's walk together toward a world without breast cancer.
If you like that early bird check-in on Southwest Airlines, you could be paying a little bit more for it soon. They're raising prices from a flat $15 per person each way to $15, $20, or $25, depending on the length of your flight and the popularity of early bird check-in on that route. Early bird gives travelers a better boarding position. They have that open seating system on Southwest. Well, the switch to variable pricing, get ready, because it is coming August 29th. Teachers are steadily becoming one of the largest group of hosts for Airbnb. According to Airbnb, 1 out of every 10 people who rent out their home to guests are teachers. It's believed that low pay, difficult pension plans, and budget freezes are some of the reasons driving teachers to look for other sources of income. While many of them look for second or third jobs, Airbnb nets the average teacher an extra $6,500 of income a year. That's about 10% of the average teacher's salary. According to a new Bankrate poll, the millennial generation prefers cash. The study looked at where different generations of Americans plan to invest their retirement savings. With rising housing costs and record high student loans, experts say the unpredictability of stocks is concerning for some of the younger generations. According to the study, 30% of millennials say they prefer investing in cash and accumulating interest. That's the highest percentage of any of the groups they looked at. And ahead, we've all seen the ads telling us don't text and drive. People follow it to varying degrees of success, but for one age group, that message is just not coming through at all.
Ashley Moody personally sued Donald Trump for fraud.
True. On the West 2 News Truth Meter, we found this lawsuit against Donald Trump where Moody was indeed alleging fraud.
Ashley Moody was a lifelong Democrat, fighting with pro-abortion liberals.
It is true Ashley Moody was registered Democrat.
That's Moody's record. Then there's constitutional conservative Frank White, pro-life, pro-gun, pro-Trump. For Attorney General, conservative Frank White or liberal Ashley Moody, who do you trust?
Monopoly Jackpot Scratch-Offs from the Florida Lottery are a new spin on a classic. Loaded with prizes from $10,000 to $2 million and offering more than $355 million in total cash prizes. So unleash the excitement with the new Monopoly Jackpot Scratch-Offs. The Florida Lottery. It's your ticket.
In the Navy, Ron DeSantis stood up for our country by serving in Iraq. DeSantis stood up for taxpayers to stop a congressional pay raise and eliminate the sexual harassment hush fund for members of Congress. Now, DeSantis standing up to powerful special interests who are wrecking the Everglades and poisoning our waters. They've spent millions to stop him, but DeSantis isn't backing down. Ron DeSantis, he stands up for what's right. He stands for Florida.
Welcome. So what do you look for in a vehicle?
Dependability is top on my list.
Well, then here's some vehicles that deliver on that.
That's our truck.
There are cars. Chevy's the only brand to have earned J.D. Power Dependability Awards across cars, trucks, and SUVs 3 years in a row.
Get 15% below MSRP on most Chevy Equinox models when you finance with GM Financial. That's over $5,600 on this Equinox. See your Gulf Coast Chevy dealers.
Contour. Pause. I love this song.
Yeah, Feel It Still.
Wait a minute. Pause. What?
The song, Feel It Still?
No, I don't feel it. You know what? Never mind. Contour, what song is this?
What do you know?
Contour's voice remote gets you right to the good stuff.
Despite the huge push for years to get people not to text while they drive, there are such a large number of teenagers that are still doing just that. With the latest on an ongoing problem, here's ABC's Arlette Saenz.
We've all heard the warnings, don't text and drive. But is that message getting through to teenagers behind the wheel? A new study in the Journal of Adolescent Health found that texting while driving among teens is still very prevalent. The researchers looked at youth risk behavior survey data of about 200,000 teens 14 years and older from 35 states and found on average 40% of all teens across all states text and drive. Between the ages of 15 and 16, the percentages of kids texting while driving doubled, and it continued to substantially increase for ages 17 and up. Statistics show that risky driving behaviors are related to texting while driving. Teens who reported drinking and driving were almost twice as likely to text while driving compared to those who did not. So talk to your teens about best practices for driving and waiting to text until they're out of the driver's seat. With this Medical Minute, I'm Arlette Saenz, ABC News.
Check out our WEAR Morning News app. You can find it by searching WEAR AM in the App Store on your smartphone. You'll get the morning wake-up alarm, top stories, morning weather. Ooh, you could use that today. Download it. And stay with us. A teen in jail facing several charges this morning, including 2 counts of attempted murder. The apparent argument with his parents that led to his father being shot.
Temperatures are in the 70s and low 80s along the coast, so it's pretty mild and it is a little bit muggy out there. We're still talking the rain today. Relief is in sight, though. I'll let you know when to expect that in the 5:30 half hour.
It's here at Spigot. It's happening right now. The Vince Wibb Summer Truck Sale. Save up to $12,000 off Sierra Crew Cabs, $7,000 off HDs, $5,000 off Canyons, or payments as low as $229 a month. At Vince Wibb's GMC, Car City, Pensacola.
Look to Gulf Coast Vision Center to bring your family the most trusted eye care on the Gulf Coast. From junior to senior and every age between, the optometric physicians of Gulf Coast Vision Center are here to provide comprehensive eye care for the whole family. Eye exams, cataract, glaucoma, macular degeneration evaluations, and LASIK consultation. Plus the latest frames, lenses, and contacts. All here in 5 convenient locations. To find a Vision Center near you, visit GulfCoastVisionCenter.com and see what you've been missing.
I'm Chris Dosev. I'm a husband and dad and a Marine. I know what it takes to raise a family and to be a veteran here in Northwest Florida. The genuine conservative values we live by must be represented in Washington. I have lived with these values all my life. I will work hard to improve the care and services to our veterans. Our veterans' needs must be met. They earned it. Families are our foundation, and I will put our families first with everything I do in Washington. I'm Chris Dosev, and I'm asking for your vote because character matters, and I approve this ad.
Here's your Buick, sir. Actually, that's my Buick.
Your Buick doesn't have a roof rack. This is my Buick.
How are we going to fit in your mom's Buick?
Easy.
I like that new Buick.
Me too.
I was actually talking about that Buick.
I knew that.
Did you?
Buick's fresh new lineup is full of surprises.
Get 1.9% APR financing for 72 months, plus $2,000 purchase allowance on most 2018 Buick Enclave models.
Plumbing emergency and great day typically would not go in the same sentence. But when I was in a bind, Peden showed up and saved the day. Not only did they unclog my drains, they gave me tips on how to avoid this problem in the future. I even made it on time to my lunch date. They really are the Peden pros.
Call Peden, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, or visit Peden.com.
Captain World and major savings here for World Ford, the Panhandle's #1 Ford dealer and home of the double military discount. Stop by today and shop hundreds of new vehicles at World Ford in the heart of Car City. Online at worldfordpensacola.com. Now on Channel 3 News.
A Santa Rosa County teenager in custody this morning accused of trying to kill his parents. Why investigators say he did it. Is there anything you can do to get away from Google? Just how they're collecting your information now. And honoring a fallen hero. The airmen receiving the Medal of Honor this week. 3 in the morning starts now.
You're watching Northwest Florida's news station. This is WEAR, 3 in the morning in high definition.
Good morning. It is 5:30 this Tuesday. Thank you so much for waking up with us. I'm Laura Hussey. Jared Willett has the week off, but my partner in crime, meteorologist Caitlin Wright, back in the Weather Center today, just in time to tell you about some rain.
Just in time. I left telling you about rain, and I come back still telling you about rain. But I promise, relief is in sight. If I came back tomorrow, that would be a little bit of a different story. So 3D Doppler, we are completely dry for now, so that's good news. And this is also really good news as well. The visibility is looking okay outside. It's in in the upper 70s, some areas even low 70s, but some areas along the coast like Fort Walton Beach, Destin, and Gulf Shores in the low 80s. It's 75 in Birmingham right now. Check out the 60s, though. That's because these areas like Little Rock and Oklahoma City behind the cold front, that'll continue scraping from the northwest to the southeast. So we will be on the backside of that, and we will see dry air. I'll let you know exactly when to expect that and the timing of the showers this afternoon. Coming up in just a little bit.
Traffic Watch is sponsored by Lee Buick GMC.
We do have one problem spot to tell you about right now. Jays Way and Willard Norris Road. There's a crash with injuries. The road is blocked at this time, so please be careful. Avoid that area if you can. We'll take a quick look at the Escambia Bay Bridge where traffic is light. Please be careful this morning. And looking at your news, a teenager from Jay now accused of trying to kill his parents. 15-year-old Jack